station from viewers like you. Thank you.
A suspected bank robber is on the run in Santa Rosa County, Florida. Deputies are convinced the woman inside that Chevy Blazer just knocked off a local bank. When cops tried to pull her over, she hit the gas pedal, and now the chase is on. The woman reportedly passed the bank teller a note in which she threatened to shoot her if the teller did not give her $3,000. She also fits the description of someone who has robbed several other banks in the area. At one point, she seems to be turning, but then abruptly changes her mind. Speeds hit a deadly 95 miles an hour. Most drivers are smart enough to stay out of her way. And when officers appear to lose sight of her, a helpful citizen points the way. Officers soon catch up and try to talk her into surrendering.
Walk beside the road. We can end this peacefully.
Obviously, this lady is in no mood for polite conversation, and the chase continues. Next, she jumps on the interstate. It seems like only a matter of time before there's a collision, and that's almost what happens at this intersection. Later, she comes perilously close to slamming into oncoming traffic. Then, the inevitable. The woman takes a turn too wide and hits a minivan. When she heads down this country road, she is followed by 3 patrol cars that finally start to close in on her. She whips into a private driveway and soon discovers there's no way out. She runs out of road, but she's not about to give up. Moments later, she jumps out of the moving vehicle and takes off into the brush. Cops and a canine close in, and within minutes, the fleeing felon is found. Despite the close calls and the collision, no one is injured in the 40-minute pursuit. It turns out the driver doesn't have a gun, but officers were right about their other suspicions. In addition to charges of fleeing from police, she later pleads guilty to 5 bank robberies in Florida and Alabama. Police pursue a driver who was reportedly hurling beer bottles through his sunroof. Little did they know it would turn into a 100-mile chase across Florida. Now he recklessly tries to avoid being blocked by the pursuing patrol cars. The SUV narrowly gets past an oncoming school bus, which almost takes out a patrol car. Now he drives up the wrong side of the road against oncoming traffic. The officer decides it's time for a pit maneuver. The pit works, but the SUV hits a truck that skids into oncoming lanes. The SUV flips, and the patrol car slams into a tree. Other officers are immediately on the scene. The suspect is dragged from the smoking wreckage and cuffed. The good news is that no one is injured, and a very reckless driver is off the road. Now he faces charges including aggravated fleeing and aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer. Somebody has been stealing donations from this Ohio church, so police have set up a secret unmanned camera. It isn't long before the camera records two teenage boys breaking into the church's safe. When police show this tape to church members, no one recognizes the duo. So several nights later, cops stake out the scene themselves. The plan quickly pays off. The two caught on tape are now caught in the act. Police suspect they're responsible for stealing at least $1,000 from trusting church members. The boys face burglary charges, and they also have to find a way to pay back the congregation. Police in Grand Prairie, Texas, respond to reports of a trucker gone wild. He's allegedly damaged houses and cars already. Now police are trying to talk him out of the cab. But he throws it in reverse and heads straight for a squad car. And once more, for good measure, the suspect, who is believed to be under the influence of alcohol, pulls forward again. This time, officers fear he may have another target in mind. But the trucker has other ideas, like taking out some more cars. The suspect pulls forward again and positions himself. Now he has cars set up like bowling pins with the police cruiser in front. He heads straight down the middle. It's starting to look like a bad horror movie. The Night of the Truck. The mad trucker strikes again. This time, 4 quick shots ring out. It's the law, but they're not shooting at the driver. They're trying to stop the truck, and they do, firing point blank into the engine compartment. Moments later, they pull the driver from the cab and take him into custody. He is charged with aggravated assault on officers, as well as property damage to 5 cars, 2 houses, and a few trees and street signs. You're looking at a police pursuit of a suspected stolen car in Tampa, Florida, through the lens of a helicopter FLIR infrared camera.
Eastbound on Lake, high rate of speed.
At one point, the driver rips through someone's lawn, and officers move in to pit him. But he gets away.
He's backing up now. He's going northbound into the apartments there.
With cops right on his tail, the suspect nearly sideswipes an oncoming car.
If we got anybody with stop sticks, if they're able to deploy him, he's southbound on 30th.
Desperate to get away, the guy really pushes the pedal to the metal. But up ahead, ground units have laid out stop sticks, and the suspect runs right over them. The suspect continues to drive, so officers throw out another set of stop sticks. This seems to do the trick. With his tires damaged, the driver slows down. Two cruisers move in, so he makes a run for it.
Driver's yelling out, he's running southbound.
It may be night, and the guy might think he's getting away, but the FLIR camera doesn't lose sight of his body heat. And the police in the air are able to tell the officers on the ground exactly where he's going.
Just crossed lake, southbound past the basketball court, still going south. Just hopped the fence, now he's running back to the west.
The fugitive runs right into the arms of the law and gives up.
All right, officer's going 10-15.
The suspect is looking at charges of grand theft auto, fleeing to elude police, and obstructing an officer without violence. And thanks to the high-tech camera in the sky, he didn't have a chance of getting away. Police pursue a van through the streets of South Los Angeles. It all started when officers spotted a cold plate on a hot car. That means the van's license plate doesn't match the vehicle. The driver refuses to stop, and now at least 10 black and whites are in pursuit. This guy quickly makes it obvious that he's not going to let anyone get in his way. Then at the next intersection, the drama rises to a whole new level. The driver barely slows down as he enters this crowded intersection and plows into traffic. But even that doesn't bring this to an end. The man keeps on going, but by now, most other drivers have cleared out of his way. After a few more miles, smoke can be seen when the van blows a tire. Then rubber starts to fly off the rim. Seconds later, he's riding on rims. The friction sets off smoke and flames. It's only a matter of time before he loses all control and spins to a stop. Finally, this danger to society leaves the driver's seat. He's taken into custody and off to jail, where he faces charges of felony evading and hit and run. Officer Rick Gandy suspects this driver's under the influence.
437, break traffic. I'm in pursuit, 75 northbound.
Now he heads towards Atlanta in full pursuit. It's a night that still haunts Officer Gandy.
Hey, you got him at 80 mile an hour south on 75, all over the road. Made a U-turn on me going back northbound 75, came to a stop.
3 minutes into the chase, it seems to be over. For a moment.
Okay, we're back northbound.
He stops, and he runs. As he dives to grab the suspect, Officer Gandy leaves the patrol car in gear and it runs right over him. The patrolman suffers broken ribs and severe lacerations, but makes a full recovery. And the suspect doesn't go far. Cops catch him and charge him with driving under the influence, speeding, fleeing, attempting to elude police, and driving with no insurance and a suspended license. Welcome to friendly Oklahoma City.
Why are you pulling me over?
Why am I pulling you over, ma'am? Your inspection sticker is expired. Can I see your driver's license,
Oh,
please?
here you go. Just make me a little later to work.
Okay. Got your insurance in your car?
Yes.
Put the cigarette out, please. Turn the radio down.
Why? What
For my safety, please.
You're going to be
And let me tell you something, ma'am. You're being recorded, okay? Okay.
The officer is courteous and professional, but this lady needs a lesson from Ms. Manners.
Do you still live at 115 number D?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had very many or any other tickets in the last 5 years?
You what?
Have you had very many or any
No, I
other
have not.
tickets?
No.
You haven't? Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
God.
The officer's in for a shock when he calls headquarters with this information.
Ma'am, I'll be right back. This is a few minutes, okay?
Oh, okay.
Wait right there.
Great. Thank you.
Stay where it's warm.
It's going to be quite extensive record. She has approximately 20 to 25 citations, also 4 accidents.
4 accidents and the lady's unaware she's had up to 25 citations? Her mood hasn't improved during the wait, and the level of sarcasm has certainly risen.
Okay, ma'am, here's your license and your insurance
Oh,
back.
thank you so much. And you know what?
Have you got a
What?
phone number, ma'am?
Oh, sure. 752. Are you going to call and prank call me?
No.
Oh, really? Well, I'm surprised.
Do you have, what's your employer?
That's none of your business.
Yes, it is.
Oh, really? Well, I'm self-employed. I'm a legal assistant.
Okay.
You know, I wonder how it feels giving people tickets for nothing else.
Okay, ma'am, let me explain something to you.
What?
This citation, if you get the inspection updated on or before the court date, they will reduce the fine down from $42 to $19.
Well, I won't have to pay it,
Okay.
period, since I know the city attorney.
Put your signature right there.
Oh, boy, I sure will.
Okay.
You know, I wonder
I'll
how
write
it feels.
I'll write the amount of the fine on the back of the citation
thank
for
you
you.
so much. God, what a job in life.
Have any questions? The number for the court clerk is on the back. Please drive carefully.
The officer's reaction says it all.
Why do I get these?
Hello, everyone.
Miss Rosa, look at this book.
The Amazing Oceans.
It's all about things you'll find living deep in the ocean.
Wow. Well, let's go exploring and see what kind of animals live in the ocean, in el mar.
This is a dolphin. He has flippers and lives in the ocean.
That's right.
This is a lobster. He lives in the ocean too.
Muy bien.
Here's a horse. He lives under the ocean.
Hooper, horses don't live in the ocean.
He does if he's a seahorse.
No, Hooper. A lobster, a dolphin, or a real seahorse, they all do live in the ocean.
I guess water polo was out of the question.
Jerry Sunday.